The kid from Japan, Inoue. He got the cool boy Steph, right? He got the victory over cool boy Steph. He's not a heavy puncher, good boxer. So, everything is about timing, you know? But he went out there. He did what he's supposed to do. But far as it was a Filipino fighter, he had fought twice. Donaire. So, Donaire was given a fits in the first fight. And if I'm not mistaken, Donaire was somewhere close to 40 years old when he fought him the first time, whereas he was in his 20s. So he should have knocked him out in the first fight. Fighting a guy, you know, like I said before at that age. What I need Inoue to do is do like, you know, like we do over here in the US now. And I need him come fighting in the US. Random blood. Urine testing. I think he's a hell of a fighter, but I won't take nothing away from hell of a fighter. And I like him, 'cause I see he take a lot of my stuff from my playbook. Floyd Mayweather's unexpected praise for Naoya Inoue as a legitimate pound-for-pound king has sent shock waves through the boxing community, coming as it does from one of the sport's most discerning and rarely complimentary voices, the undefeated American legend's acknowledgement that Inoue has been incorporating elements from his own legendary defensive playbook provides fascinating insight into the Japanese superstar's evolution as a complete fighter. Mayweather's comments carry particular significance because they reveal how Inoue, long celebrated for his devastating knockout power, has quietly developed into one of boxing's most technically proficient practitioners, studying and adapting the defensive nuances that made Mayweather virtually untouchable during his own championship reign. This endorsement from perhaps the greatest defensive master in boxing history suggests Inoue's skills have reached a level where even the sport's most critical eyes can find no flaw in his approach. The professional boxing world has been nearly unanimous in its assessment of Inoue's rare talents, with current and former champions across weight classes expressing awe at his complete skill set. Heavyweight King Tyson Fury has called him a miniature Mike Tyson with the boxing IQ of Floyd Mayweather, while boxing analyst and former champion Andre Ward has described watching Inoue as seeing Picasso paint. Every punch is placed with artistic precision. This professional reverence stems from Inoue's ability to dominate elite competition in multiple weight classes, compiling a perfect 26-0 record with 23 knockouts while becoming a 4-division world champion. What makes his career trajectory particularly impressive is how he's evolved from a pure power puncher early in his career to a complete boxer puncher who can adapt his style to any opponent's weaknesses, showing the kind of continuous improvement that marks true all-time greats. Inoue's upcoming September 14th title defense against Murugan Akhmadalov in Tokyo represents what many consider the final significant test for him at 122 pounds. And the matchup presents intriguing stylistic contrasts that have boxing purists buzzing. Akhmadalov, the former unified super bantamweight champion with an 11-1 record, 8 KOs, brings Olympic-level technical skills and perhaps the fastest hands in the division, making him uniquely equipped to challenge Inoue's precision and timing. The bout's significance is magnified by Inoue's quest to become the first Japanese fighter to hold undisputed status in 2 different weight classes, adding historical stakes to what already promises to be a compelling tactical battle between 2 elite-level technicians. Promoter Bob Arum has hyped the contest as a chess match with knockout power on both sides, though most oddsmakers have installed Inoue as a substantial favorite based on his recent dominant performances against higher caliber opposition. What makes the Inoue-Akhmadov matchup particularly fascinating is how it tests different dimensions of boxing excellence against each other. Akhmad's extensive amateur background and technical soundness will challenge Inoue's ability to outthink an opponent who won't be easily fooled by feints or footwork traps, while Inoue's professional experience in high-stakes fights and his proven ability to perform under bright lights may prove decisive as the bout progresses. Trainers familiar with both fighters point to body punching as a potential key factor. While Inoue is renowned for his liver, destroying hooks that have failed numerous opponents, Akhmadalov has shown occasional vulnerability to well-placed body attacks in previous bouts. The matchup also presents an interesting clash of tempos, with Akhmadalov preferring a high-volume approach while Inoue specializes in making every punch count with maximum efficiency and impact. Mayweather's comments about Inoue borrowing from his defensive playbook gained deeper significance when examining how the Japanese star has refined his style for championship-level competition, where early in his career, Inoue relied more on raw power and aggressive forward movement. His recent performances reveal a more measured, Mayweather-influenced approach, using his jab to control distance, incorporating subtle head movement and shoulder rolls to avoid counters, and systematically breaking down opponents, rather than rushing for spectacular knockouts. This maturation in his game suggests Inoue is consciously evolving into the most complete version of himself, studying boxing's defensive masters while maintaining his inherent offensive gifts. Akhmadalov will need to prepare for both iterations of Inoue, the technical boxer who can win rounds behind his jab and movement, and the savage finisher who can end fights with single devastating punches to either the head or body. The professional boxing community's anticipation for this matchup reflects how highly both fighters are regarded within the sport. While Inoue understandably commands most of the attention as the pound-for-pound elite fighter, trainers and analysts consistently praise Akhmadalov's compact punching technique, exceptional hand speed, and underrated ring IQ. Some observers have drawn parallels between this matchup and Mayweather's 2013 bout against Robert Guerrero, where a technically sound but less flashy challenger attempted to dethrone the pound-for-pound king. In that instance, Mayweather's superior defensive skills and counterpunching ability carried the day, which may foreshadow how Inoue approaches Akhmadalov. However, MJ possesses faster hands than Guerrero did and has demonstrated better adaptability during fights, making this a genuinely compelling stylistic clash rather than simply a showcase for the champion. As the fight approaches,